的是能是就是要是生啥的，我们啥的wanda za su tambayi mutum din wanda ya mutu wani abu kuma mutum da ya fara musu wanda shi ya mutu da ya tambaye su ko akwai abin da za a yi a mishi ne ke ya mutu ba shi nan da kuma wani zai yi wani abu na kunce sai a tambaye shi wani akwai zai a tambaye shi ko tsani da ya nuna ya mutu in babu ya ce mishi to bari a
Okay, good. I want to thank you all for the definitions, right? The definitions that are given are very close to accurate. So, is there anything different from what definitions they are given that you'd like to share from what is written in the dictionaries?
It's almost the same thing. Necromancer, they said, is the art of or practice of calling out the spirits of the dead for magical purposes. While divination is the practice of determining the hidden significance or cause of events, sometimes foretelling the future by various natural, psychological, and other techniques.
Thank you very much. So, in other words, the definitions that we have given are accurate. Now, please, interpreters, I'm going to speak some of the things I'm going to say. I'm going to say at a stretch. Don't try to repeat word for word. Just get the basics and say it the way you understand it for the listeners, and don't try to do word for word. So now the reason why I brought this up, when our Sheikh was given a lesson, he mentioned that it is in the Quran that there's evidence that these things exist. And some people are capable of, you might not be able to see them with your physical eyes, but you can perceive them and see them with your spiritual eyes.
Sheikh, but Sheikh ń sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn, wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ pẹ̀lú bó ṣe dá lé lórí Al-Quran wípé àwọn ẹlòmíì wà wọn lè rí wọn pẹ̀lú ojú lásán, but àwọn ẹlòmíì wà wọ́n lè rí wọn pẹ̀lú ojú mú.
When the Sheikh was speaking, he mentioned that there's evidence in the Quran that these things exist, and you may not be able to see them with your physical eye, but you can see them with your spiritual eye.
Farko wanda ya yi magana ne ya nuna akwai tabbaci wannan abubuwan suna nan a tare da mu kuma suna nan a cikin alƙur'ani ne wannan mutum da zai gani da idanun shi wanda a ba shi a sai ya ɗan cikin spirit ne da musu.
Now also, these things also exist in the Bible also. When you check through the Bible, that's when you find the word that was translated into English called wizards, divination spirits, and necromancers. There are other ones too, but this is the one I want to speak about today because we're talking about the source of Jinn. First of all, we're talking about what is Jinn and what is the source of Jinn.
Wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ náà nínú Bíbélì, wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ nípa àjọ̀nù àti bí àjọ̀nù ṣe wá.
A cikin littafi kuma ya nuna abubuwan nan suna nan a cikin littafi nan akwai aljina akwai kuma aljina kuma wanda ya mutu spirit na shi yana tare da.
Thank you. Now that we know what the source of Jinn is, now that we know what Jinn is, right, which is wizards and demons, let's go to what is the source of Jinn.
This is that nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ àjọ̀nù ká lọ sí bí wọ́n ṣe wá.
So now that we know what Jinn is in English terminology, let's go to what the source, where does it come from?
Tunda mun tabbata akwai wannan aljina ne, bari mu ganin da wanda sun fito da yadda kuma za a yi a san wani amana manufansu.
Okay, thank you. So now what is the source of Jinn? From what I have been made to understand, the source of Jinn is man.
From what I have been made to understand, the source of Jinn is man.
Bí ó ṣe yé mi sí, okùnfà Jinn òun ni àwọn èèyàn.
aljanan nan yana a cikin mutum ne.
Now, when I say the source of jinn is man, I'm not taking away the fact that these things are spiritual beings.
Tí mo bá sọ pé òkùnfà jinn òun ni òkùnfà àjọ̀nú òun ni èèyàn ní mi ṣáà láti sọ pé wọn ò sí nínú ẹ̀mí.
Tunda na ce wani spirit nan a cikin man ne da mu sa nan a cikin mutum ne.
Now, when someone out of desperation is looking for an answer for something and you go somewhere, what do you see when you go there?
Tí èèyàn tó bá ń wá nǹkan tí ó yẹ kó wá tó ń wá wá kó wá tó bá ń lọ kiri kí ló máa rí?
Idan mutum yana gaggawa yana nema yana bukata a wani abu akan wani mene ya kamata ya samu a kan shi a wurin shi.
The answer is man. When you go to those kind of funny places, whether you go to visit a wizard, a divination spirit, or you go and visit a necromancer, when you get there, you don't see a spirit, you see a man representing a spirit.
Tí èèyàn nípasẹ̀ pé èèyàn wá ìwàkuwà téèyàn mí kiri téèyàn bá lọ bá àwọn òṣó àwọn èèyàn ìkà báyẹn kí lèèyàn máa rí ṣègbè èèyàn náà nìyẹn náà máa rí tí wọ́n ń dúró fún àwọn àjọ̀nú yẹn.
Ma'ana wannan din ba za mu yi mu ga mutum spirit nan a da ido ne ba, amma mutum ne wanda ya zama to yana spirit nan yana aiki a kan shi, ya zama to a kan shi shi ne ya sa.
So now we know that one of the sources of this thing is not just a spirit cannot just come and meet you and begin to interact with you. You would have taken your own self or your own leg and went into somewhere looking for help or thinking that that place is of God, and then you go and interact with the spirit.
Àwọn ẹ̀mí tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ pa yìí kò ṣe pé ọkọ̀ máa dédé wá báyàn máa dé máa lo èèyàn lókulò èèyàn ló máa lọ fẹsẹ̀ náà ló máa lọ fi wá nǹkan tí kò yẹ kó wá tó máa fi lọ pàdé wọn tó máa lọ gbà nǹkan lọ́wọ́ wọn tó máa di pé wọ́n máa wọnú èèyàn.
Spirit nan ba ya zo ya same ka haka ba, sai ya shiga cikin mutum ne zai yi amfani kan cikin mutum ne zai samu wani sai ya kaga mummuna aikin shi.
Okay, now that we have identified partial causes of, when I say partial, because there are other ways you can come in contact with these powers and principalities, right? Now I want to say something. When you read in the Bible, right, we are instructed, do not patronize witches and wizards, lest they defile your spirit.
Nínú Bíbélì ọkọ pé kí a má lọ bá àwọn àjẹ́ àti oṣó nítorí wọ́n máa pa ẹ̀mí tó dáa tó wà lára èèyàn.
Bai yi kyau mu nema wannan aljinan nan ba, ya kamata mu nema nufa Allah ne zai sa mu yi abin da ya kamata a dace.
Okay, so I want to ask you a question, please, and I want us to think about it very carefully. What does it mean for your spirit to be defiled? What does it mean for your spirit to be stained? What does it mean for your spirit to be defiled?
Wai zai yi tambaya nan ne isan me yasa spirit nan zai aljanan nan zai bare ya samu kanta a kan shi.
Kí ló túmọ̀ sí kí wọ́n lo ẹ̀mí èèyàn?
What does it mean for your spirit to be defiled? Is that what you said? Okay.
I think how do I put it? When the spirit that is of God in you mixes with another spirit, or when you can visit other places, the spirit that is of them that is not of God will now enter you. something. That's like defining.